Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mpho. You know what time it is. Anyway, today we have a friend of mine, Nokubongwa Mkarela, Miss Friday.
What you doing? Hi guys.
Yo, okay. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, I mean you've done the honors, but yeah, we're not bonga guys. Yeah. Okay, yeah, no,
You are so random.
well, okay, Gunabonga, definitely straight, girl, lover of the Lord, Jesus, first friend, member,
Johnny.
vote of no confidence. Sorry. Yeah, that's who I am, guys. What student live? I don't know.
Oh, okay. Let's forget she said anything. So today's topic, guys, we are talking about relationships. So what I want to know is we are going to have a conversation. So it's not an interview, please. It's not an interview. It's a conversation between me and my friends. And if you want to be invited, please let me know. So this is my first guest.
So honored. So honored.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Chomi. So we are going to be eating because inshallah. And I cannot tell it the low budget, so KFC.
Send a girl a money.
Please, yeah.
E-wallet.
E-wallet Nyana will do. So our topic today is about relationships. So what I want us to discuss is anything that has to do with relationships. You may ask me questions. I will ask you questions. We will have conversations. It all depends. So please be as natural and comfortable as you can be.
Girl.
Thank you, honey. So now, first of all, my first question that I will have is, so why do you think that as a world, not even in South Africa, because it's a dynamic pandemic. Yo, so cool.
Pink water.
Pink water will solve this for me. So because I can tell you, it's pandemic, endemic king, endemic.
It's definitely a pandemic. Pandemic.
Yeah. So I want to ask Corina, do we have a problem as this generation? The problem has always been there. It's now famous because of the internet.
I think relationship problems have always been there, to be quite honest. So I feel like for the fact that sesiyazi nokuthi abantu abadala tell us ukuthi kuyabekezelwa emshadweni, it's always been a problem. Like the other day, let's forget about that, but I've had a conversation whereby someone omdala has said ukuthi men cheat. You understand? Which is something that you also have that thing. It's not something that started now. You know what I mean? It's something that has been there. Now that we have social media, now it's popping up. It's the same as mental health issues. It's been there, but now that there's social media, now we see a lot. What else Steve have you been saying?
But is it true? Because why pay? Oh, okay, no, it's a woman.
Forever, give that reputation.
So now, how it's always been there. So do you think Rona, as the youth or this generation, because even so do you think that Tina, the way that we're handling it, wrong? Maybe we are now like we are growing, women are becoming woke, like and now we know our rights, we know how to not to accept this thing how men cheat. And if that's the case, do you think that we will ever get to a point whereby we have like stable relationships, or we should just accept when men cheat? Chisa nabo or since
and then it's like a PhD because wow. But I firstly I think because we don't have there's few role models, few models of what a good relationship looks like, a healthy relationship looks like. So now we are exposed to a lot of toxic relationships, whether it be movies, it be just you seeing about Makelwani or whatever, right? So that it makes it hard for us to even think that relationships are actually good. Like there are men that don't cheat. maybe we have Vilap.
Are they?
Yeah, I believe so. I just haven't.
2023.
You still believe that?
Embarrassing.
Okay.
You believe you genuinely believe those men who do
so.
not.
I think so.
Really?
I think maybe angaba nenkinga maybe of being lazy, gambling or whatever, but not cheating.
So is cheating the biggest problem?
I think it is. Infidelity. People have HIV and AIDS. Why? Cheating. Okay, not all, but most. Okay, not most, but like, you know, it's like umfebele wabuya wankulisa.
Angcono sebe sonke.
And it's fair. Do we revenge or do we forgive and we forget?
It depends.
On?
It depends. If ever, the love was that deep, like,
Yeah.
I'm falling in love,
Yeah.
and you cheat on me, best believe I'm coming for your brother or your best friend or your father. Hey, you need to be my stepson.
Oh my god.
Cause like,
Okay, what if he doesn't have a brother?
that's the problem. That's the problem. Like I had, you go
like
for
the
days
malume.
and years. Khalata malume ne? She was meaning land malume ka Lucy.
Hayi yena mela lana. Mele abe umshana. Mele abe umshana wakho.
But then, like, honestly speaking, Lena, I'm caught in between what I should believe in, because it's hard for me to actually cheat. Ne?
Me too.
It's so hard to cheat. But now I'm also asking myself, but then if I don't cheat back and I always leave men
You
who
can't be
cheat on me,
crying. Every time.
you understand? And like not every time you're gonna like move. So we're not a mover until when? When does the moving stop actually? And it's so hard to find a man that does not cheat. It's so hard, and I don't know. Or we can only bad. But I always get men that actually like cheat.
You know what, Nim? I don't know what you think. Now I think Moto or Febelang, a person that cheats, right? If they hide it well, maybe they love it. Because they have a weakness. Whoa, hear me out. They have a weakness, right? But because they love you, they want to protect you, they're going to hide it very well. Now, like, it's too bad. We are going to time. I don't know what you think, but I don't know. No, someone judge Judy.
Tell me. So when are you saying that? Tina Sekelo about Detective 101.
I mean, I don't know if I'd ever stop checking a man's phone. Honestly.
So that means when you're sad, because you're gonna find out. Or to find out.
They always say Lulu is the Selulu. I don't know, like I don't believe in being delusional forever. Yes, we want to be happy. But now when I was faithful, when on the side, you're rejecting men that are right? Whereas Yena, what accept I can't fail. I give some to throw themselves.
Let's do the balance of the equation. I give we know mates. What you do on the left hand side, you do on the right hand side. Because now it'll come to a point whereby we constantly leave men for cheating. Luena only the ability to cheat. So maybe we need to have women's conference for this and of cheat sometimes.
No, we have to
So now, okay, let's move from the cheating part. Okay. What do you think are the components that make a relationship work?
I think communication, to be quite honest. But not just there's communicating and there's a person understanding what you're communicating. I
was checking this.
I mean, I feel good. Let's say, for instance, you're in a relationship and you don't communicate your expectations on how do you want the relationship to unfold. Obviously, life has its own dynamics, right? But about the flowers when you never said it. Maybe the guy's not romantic. He's not the romantic type. There are people who are not romantic.
So now we must teach men.
We must
how to
treat.
treat. Or you like even for men, they must teach women how to treat them.
If maybe the men wants you see how maybe But you won't know.
Mama uthatha enye mntasi.
Oh, okay.
Finances uthatha enye man.
And I'm a bloody giver, hey? So,
You are, but okay, now let's say
your pink water
one of this
smells
one.
nice.
Bandla.
Jesus.
Why not to work at the tongues? Okay, now I wanna ask you, ne, how do you work at the finances? I feel like men these days, Babaka, a friend of mine, Onozi, who said to me, I hope I don't misquote her. The problem is men these days, they are looking for an obedient king. An obedient provider of a woman, something along those lines. And I was like, you know what, you have a point, my friend, because these days men expect us to give financially. They want us to go 50-50 financially. At the same time, they expect us to cook for them, you clean for them, you do all the duties that a woman in olden days used to do, a woman that was not providing money, mind you. And then but they want you to also add on the money, and you understand. And then when you question that, they feel like no, now we are sebenza or what. So what are we saying about that? Do we still play roles of a woman according to olden days, or we are a new generation? Sashinchisana, we are pega, we are cleaner, and then you don't expect me. There's no woman role, and then 50-50 even in the mad. Or we still like continue with the olden days ways. But I do all the other things. What do you think about it? Well, how do we do it like these days? Because it's so tricky.
It is tricky, and it's more tricky because we come from different families, whereby maybe when you are the provider of your own family, whereas the guy doesn't have responsibilities. You get what I mean? So I think that, like I'm saying, communication goes back to communicating. When and your partner, we need to communicate to say, okay, babe, how is our relationship between the two of us? Never mind what other people have been doing for years or what Makelone is doing. But Rona, what are we doing in this relationship
to make it work?
Exactly, to make it work. Because maybe even in this modern day, the wife or the woman has more money than the guy. You understand? So does that mean that the girl must take care of the bills? It's tricky. So it all comes down to a couple talking together and having that understanding of, okay, this is how our relationship is, and this is what we're gonna do. If you cook, I wash the dishes. If I do groceries, you unpack or whatever. Or this month, next month you're paying this. You know, I think it all goes down to sitting down and communicating between the two of you, creating your own culture apart from what other people have been doing. You know what I mean? So I think it goes down to sitting down and talking about it.
But now, when we talk about talking, men and women will never be the same. And I think you can say that relationships don't work. Women expect communication. Men, it's not in their nature to actually communicate as we do. Sometimes and it could be also because the way I want to communicate to him, it's not the way that he would like accept it or be comfortable about it. So yeah, no, it's hard. And also when you talk about a woman otolang more money than the man, and to be honest, let me say I'm a millionaire. And my husband is 100 nye.
1,000 nye. Okay, 100 again.
It's 100 nye. And then obviously as a millionaire, go back fancy life.
Obvious. And
go back hudula like in your suburbs, you know, like prestigious ones. And maybe my prestige, for example. And obviously my 100 nye doesn't afford that. And the moment that as a woman I pay more bills or get such a I don't know, it's in their nature. Like men, sometimes there's women that are humble and they're providing, and a man, because it's their nature, no, when uzenze ngathi unani ego ubona izinto ongazazi angimameli ngoba vele umfazi unayo ingane angimameli ngoba wena ufundile angimameli ngoba wena unemali. So how do we solve that? Do we now as women, if you have more money, date people who have more money?
I think that's the way, because why should we deprive ourselves from what we want? Why? just because the one Ochola Nai does not meet your standard. Obviously, like, it happens that you just fall in love. You know how love is. You just fall in love sometimes with someone who's not in your league. But they treat you well, yeah. But why should you deprive yourself of the life that you want? Because at the end of the day, when you sit down and you reflect, the kind of life that I live, I didn't even get to live in a mansion. What if I was family? When you say hi, so can I RTP mo 100 million, afford a rental, then you tell a couple to me. And then when you are breaking apart because you stopped your own life to accommodate this man. So either go for your own league, or I could say go home or go what? Go big or go home. Go big or go. But now Pino just right. You like you know, you can fall in love with somebody like who's like beneath you so much, like 10 mil as a woman. We am tired, but also because the moment you provide for this men, by they are like down there. What they do is they choose with their own car. Now I'm 17 to me and give her now you are a Wonder Woman. I'm just like a pot ya how. At my go betenya how at go bala ka yona Louis Vuitton tsa gago ke Louis Vuitton o ke eng e tsona tseo di Gucci le di eng di a nyamela. And when you're thinking, you are thinking as a cleaner. Can't you girlfriend them to how? So you know,
really hard.
It's hard. You know, also what I think is that also in a relationship, you guys are there to empower each other. So if Pelo Vele is just right, empower your men to also level up. Not that we must be both people. I can't lineage. If we it's a different thing. If we're
and then even if Onyala, maybe it's 6 to 4. 7 to 4.
Yeah.
And then now maybe in this business I'm like well successful. Ha tota. What's out this women they end up paying their own lobola.
They do.
And I think this is where the problem starts. And like okay, and you are building your man, you are in love. How so feel inside party the marriage. Inside party the marriage, this man also you are going to empower. You will empower. Now you are married, right? Empower Risha. You building businesses for this man. You're doing whatever. And then in Chigi, this man wants divorce. But also, you know, like it goes both ways, because even for women, it happens.
It happens.
Like men provide, yes, and do that and do that, and they leave you. Yo! Subscribers, tell us what you guys think. Like,
please, guys.
What do you guys think? Like, seriously, help us in this dilemma. What should we do, like, to solve this dilemma that we have, this pandemic of relationships? Because we also don't know what. Like at this point, I don't know what I would do to make a relationship work. Because you give. You give. Like they hurt you, they take your things and whatever. It becomes a problem. And then happy you don't give. Yo.
You know me now what my motto these days is.
What is your motto?
Erin, what's this quote? Erin, when you move with love and genuine intentions, you never lose. You never.
So you just it's okay. You were given because you were genuine.
I was genuine.
Not because I'm in a relationship.
Yes, I am in a relationship, but I'm moving with genuine intentions. So now I will do what I want to do for you.
And that's it.
If we're now unfair, it's okay. Now I have not lost myself. Because now the danger is that when people do us wrong, now we want to retaliate and act in a way that it's not yourself.
As if they owe you.
Exactly. You are not yourself. Now, at the end of it all, now you must come back and rework on finding yourself again. But if you're always a person moving with genuine intention, because you always feel like, I'm always the one crying. When am I gonna get my revenge? Am I ever gonna get a good guy or a good girl? You understand? So, but I feel like Mina, at the end of the day, I sleep peacefully knowing that okay, but Mina, I just did everything with genuine intentions. It's on you, it's not on me. Even the karma that's gonna come, it's coming to you, not to me.
But some people never get karma.
They get it. You just don't know. I don't wanna lie. I don't gonna lie. It comes.
Kama knows the address.
And the timing.
Mara inzima. So now if you say, okay, I'm moving with genuine intentions, you leave okay sharp. But then how do you deal with the hate that comes? Because when you're a genuine person, definitely you
get hurt a lot.
You get hurt a lot. Because people are not genuine out there. So now it's again, what is my opinion about relationships? I think Rona, as women especially, we are misconcepting umjolo. I think the guys can judge, I feel unjudge. This guy's judge. But then I think we are misconcepting umjolo and abafana have it all figured out. Umjolo guys aselenyalo. And Rona, when we are joling as I'm expecting faithfulness and all that. And I've never exchanged vows with you to say in faithfulness and in what and not and the brutal and one, you know. This person never made any promise to you. They just said, you know what, and like because we are tandega and stuff. But then Tina, the way we internalize it, I think it can so wrong, and this is what is making our relationships not to work. We expect more. That's why it comes back when I'm saying, if ever cheating is for married people. I think it's good for us as women also to make it to make it a hobby, as because I don't think it's a weakness. Okay, if it's a weakness, let us make it our weakness. We know how to cheat, because they are not cheating now. And the moment you say to a man, you feel like entitled. No. They never show remorse, because there you are feeling entitled. How nyala?
They don't. No, the thing is, it's like you broke what we had in a way verbally agreed upon. Which is I love you and love you pay.
And I'm jolo. And I think I want nyala chodi.
Hey, Amara, we saying I one.
Okay.
But they do say such
They
things.
don't.
I love you alone.
Ngani usho masaka to have.
Okay, but
Layer by usho masaba sempeten and now me was wusu.
Mara my shilo, you are the only one in my life, and I love you alone, and I'll always be faithful to you, babe. So when it's cheating because you did what you said you were not gonna do.
Now I stand with Tina. We misconcept mjolo. That's why Slala si head so being manyana baka. Hara to men rejoling.
Be faithful, girl.
To who?
To you.
Be faithful. Yeah, not faithful.
We move.
Kita faithful that they ginyala natural.
Mara, how would you know? Because okay, let's say for instance, you're in a relationship, and this person, whether that weakness or whatever, out cheated. Then they realize that their actions were actually wrong. Then they correct themselves. When you went out, now you've cheated, and then you know how guys, they're so sensitive to cheating.
Now we have accepted everything that men do. They are so sensitive. Look, as women, it's high time we know that we are sensitive. No, as women, we are sensitive. I feel like no mondo apartheid is still in us. You know, all those teachings, the apartheid is a whole hatella banana. Because even in the Bible, even in the Bible, you will never see anywhere in a scripture where it's written about a woman preaching and what. But there were women who were preaching and everything. So if everything, the way it's structured, it's there even say a woman in a wrong side. But where a woman has done good, it's never really out there. You understand? So in a way, the world is promoting that we need to accept whatever behavior that men do. So at this point, I don't know if ever we need to find a way between women and men whereby we actually act together to solve this. Or look, as women, it's time to really retaliate, because how many women are in psych ward because of men? Not a lot of men are in psych ward. You find women more than men, and the women that are there, they are there because of women. Even if we are in prison, and you actually look at the files of women in prison, it's never because of their evilness. okay, it's evil, but it's evil because they did something to men, because men was doing this and what. It's not all the time that you see or you find a woman in prison because of themselves. Men go to prison because they raped, they wanted to rape. Out of all those women in the world, you choose to rape and not go and find a girl or whatever. You understand? But when you go to prison, most of women that you find there, they are there because of what? Of men. You understand? You go to psych, men. So like I'm saying, like it's high time that women also find themselves, you know, we should stop understanding and actually not do as they do, but would the treatment that they're doing. Or women or men need to come to term and be like, women, why taking, we understand man. As cool name.
Now you know what the problem is.
Oh, what is the problem?
The problem is that when people come to you, what is so hard for me to say, hey bro, I just want to sleep with you. It's the truth. Men are such cowards, like they'll never come and tell you the truth. And I'm facing me and you show what do you want? Do you want a relationship or you want just sex? No, I love you. You know why? It's because they know that once I love you, it's all nyala, it's all like, oh, so they have really that mind. Yeah, not all of them, but there are women. Like I think, for instance, in that, every person who comes to me and be like, oh yeah, because why? Do I look like someone? Oh, but it's the truth. It's their truth. I just need rejected it. But now a lot of them, they just wanted sex. So then they cheat because in the first place they were not here for love. They were actually just for sex.
So do you think that a person, when they cheat on you, they don't love you?
They don't. Or they're bored. You know what I said this other day? I was like, men are like children. Fast. Don't cheat. Instead, as women, we actually find ways to make the relationship nice.
So the build.
We are renovating.
Guys, in the comment section, are you on the side here? We bought the building, women, men.
Relationships are work.
Couple guys in, we are cheating. We are retaliating.
Oh, what's not retaliator? Guys, let's be good people.
Okay, closing statement to show me. Anything you want to say?
All I'm going to say is that relationship is work and no relationship is smooth. What you see other people or whatever, you don't know the background of what's happening inside the relationship. So sometimes we're too quick to just up and leave. I'm not saying we shouldn't leave. Know your worth, definitely stand up and everything. But don't think that the relationship will always be smooth. There are things, always know what the things that you can tolerate and the things that you can't tolerate. You understand? So that now, at the end of the day, you don't feel oh my gosh, I feel like dying kind of thing, because you tolerated what you knew that you cannot tolerate, or because you love this person. Sometimes we need to keep our emotions aside and really think as women.
And it showed me, hey, you never said you waited. Not a captain say 10. And this is me wanting it to work. Should I still make it work?
No, but last him.
How she said that to me, then it's the same way. Oh, what is the thin line between that? Maybe there's a thin line.
Thin line. Closing remarks, no more questions.
Yeah, I'm sure that guys.
We will tackle it in the comment section.
My closing statement is that Banyana Baka are cheating. No, like Mashimani Uchita, because how to be selling yard. Anyway, now we get some said you are high. And when you are conclude it the hard way. Because when it's too much. So anyway, you guys will tell me what you'll think. I love you. See you in my next upload. Bye.